and didn't make it back until this morning. But I'm back again, and today we're gonna do 8 and 9. So 8 is going to be the altar, which is almost similar to butterfly, and then we also gonna have 9, which is camel pose, which she calls here the mountain. So let's go over the affirmations really quick. Excuse me, y'all, before we get on the mat. So in the altar, it say, I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. And 9 is going to be the mountain, which is, I climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and fulfilled. I climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and fulfilled. I climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and refilled. So let's go ahead and get to the mat. First one for 8, which is the altar, is really simple. You just bring the feet together as if you're in a butterfly. And it's going to be, I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. I go to the altar of peace and tranquility. Coming into 9, which is mountain, also known as camel. Now, this requires some flexibility. So if you are not that flexible, if you try to get into the pose and you can't, just go back to what I'm about to show you right now, which is modification, which is you coming up on your knees. And you just push in here. Or you can have the hands down, just push the hips forward. Let the shoulders open, drop the head. And just breathe. Show you again. Go up on the knees. Push the hips. Open the shoulders. Drop the head. I climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and fulfilled. Climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and fulfilled. I climb this mountain to where my womb power may be charged and fulfilled. Recharged and fulfilled. So, another way to get into the pose. Come up on your toes. Open your knees a little bit, hip width apart. And you're gonna sit down. So what you're gonna do is reach the hands to the heels. Once you have the hands to the heels, go ahead, open the chest, push the hips forward, drop the head back. Repeat the affirmation to yourself. Climb this mountain to where my womb power may be recharged and fulfilled. It's pretty tough, so you gotta come out, release the arms. Oh, it feels so good when you come out of it. But in it, it's like, whoa. When you come out, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I did that. So we gotta do it 2 more times. Just breathe here for a second. Come up on my toes. Reach back and open. Climb this mountain on my own power. Maybe recharged and fulfilled. Coming up, going back down. And the last one we can do the modification as well. So let's just breathe first. Up. Hands on our hips. Push the hips forward, open the shoulders, drop the head back. I climb this mountain to where my womb power will be recharged and fulfilled. We need to add some arms here. Bend it back down. Replace it, take it off the hip, and reach back. Coming out, let's just sit the hips down. As a counter stretch, go ahead and open the knees wide. You're going to come into child's pose. Walk the hands forward.
Relax the forehead down.
Let's come up. Cross the legs over. And we're back with number 2. Namaste.